Good evening and welcome to Crime and Scandal. I am your host, Levi Page, and joining me right now is Alex Goddard. Hey, Alex, another one bites the dust. And Fireman John, you must have ESP. I said the exact same thing right when he put it out there.
I just want to do a disclaimer. I'm not an attorney, although I believe I'm going to start playing one on the internet since everybody else is doing it. It's the cool thing to do.
Oh, gosh. What an awesome day. So we are going live to talk about the arrest of Kirk Pendregrass. You see him right there, his mugshot in all of his glory. He has a smirk on his face, very arrogant, very cocky.
Murky Kirky.
I wonder how long that smirk is going to be on Kirk. So, Alex, let's break it down for people that have not been following this circus show that is E-Claws and Kirk Pendregrass. Let's go back to the beginning. They are people that pose as lawyers. They started a group called E-Claws, where they're sovereign citizens, and they gave people legal advice and filed documents that's basically legal mumbo jumbo. It's gibberish, sovereign citizen gibberish. And they particularly scammed and preyed on women that had had their kids removed from their custody by Child Protective Services. They would turn to E-Claws, Kirk Pendregrass, and Chris Hallett. And there was one woman in particular, her name is Neely Blanchard, who discovered, I am being taken advantage of by this dirty duo. So she shot Chris Hallett, shot and killed him. She's facing murder charges. Kirk Pendregrass is still out there. Apparently he didn't learn his lesson. His buddy got his body riddled with bullets. Kirk is just trekking on, continuing to act and pose and pretend to be a lawyer, going into courtrooms and screaming at judges that they're committing felonies. And today, it all caught up with him. Kirk Pendregrass was busted. So, Alex, tell us, how did Kirk Pendregrass actually get arrested?
One moment, let me put my tiny violin away. So I have it on good authority because, we've got birds. Chirp, chirp. So apparently the judge, Kirky, tried to talk to the judge. The judge says, no bueno, Kirk Pendregrass. Told him he was not going to entertain his garbage, that he is not a licensed attorney. And then he ordered Mr. Baker to appear in person at 1:30 this afternoon. And so Smirky Kirky showed up with his client, and he sat down at the defense counsel's table, which everyone was shocked and disgusted that he had the cojones to even do that. He opened his mouth and attempted to represent his client, and he was immediately held in contempt and cuffed and led away. He was booked at 1:50. So it was quick like.
Tell us who Mr. Baker is that you're referring to.
Mr. Baker he's old. Like, he's 75 years old. He had been at the courthouse when Ammon Bundy attempted to go in without a mask. There was a huge ruckus, and Casey Baker laid hands on a law enforcement officer and caught himself a felony charge. The judge has gone through several times with him. Do you understand the charges? You cannot have Kirk be your attorney. He's not licensed. And Kirk will sit there and write notes and have Mr. Baker, read, cite the law, telling the judge that he's guilty of treason. And the new judge today was not having any part of it. Also, one of their other Sovnob buddies, Brian Bowermaster, was live streaming the proceedings after he's already been held in contempt for doing so before. So they warned him again, and he probably has additional contempt charges coming to him. But Smirky Kirky, you see the charges there. And then on his contempt of court charge, he does not get any bail. So his hiney is going to sit in the jail. Maybe he can get, dig up some new clients in there with his level of expertise.
So we're talking about Kirk Pendregrass, everybody. He is a sovereign citizen, a conspiracy theorist, and he's been arrested for trespass, failure to appear, domestic violence, violation of a protection order, and criminal contempt of court. He was trying to pose as a lawyer and represent a man, and he's not authorized to do so. He's no lawyer. He has no legal training. I think his background is in being a mechanic, Alex. Nothing to do with legal studies or being a lawyer at all.
But he's got a Black's Law Dictionary, Levi. And a Mason's Manual. Come on. I think we should start our own LOL corner.
Everybody, you're tuned into the Levi and Alex Law Corner, and we're discussing the arrest of Kirk Pendregrass. Thank you for joining me on this Monday night fun night.
It's the legislature.
So, Alex, we first became aware of Kirk Pendregrass when it involved Timothy Homseth. When Timothy Homseth was harassing Kim Bocasio, a lawyer in Florida. He has been doing it for over a decade now. And he's violated the restraining order that Kim Bocasio got against him. He's violated it multiple times. And out of the blue, Timothy Homseth got hooked up with Kirk Pendregrass. I believe Randy Erickson, the adulteress, is the one that hooked the two of them up, introduced them. And Kirk Pendregrass tried to act as Timothy Homseth's lawyer.
And failed.
Failed. And then when Phil McConnell issued death threats to Kim Bocasio on his YouTube channel, and he was arrested, Kirk Pendregrass had to act as Phil's lawyer before Phil fired his ass and got a real lawyer, a bona fide attorney. So what do we know about Kirk? What's his background?
He's a scumbag? He's got a very long criminal history, like a really long one. I think he did time in prison for drugs. He's got domestic violence charges. I mean, all of these lawyers with mugshots. I don't think we're up to par, Levi. We can't be lawyers. We don't have a mugshot, so we're going to have to figure something else out.
The night is young, Alex. We could get
I know.
Before you know it.
You know, I told you how I'm going to get my mugshot. So, yes, he's arrested. So somebody asked in the chat, does that mean Friday Night Fun Night is canceled?
We're taking over. We're going to do our own Friday Night Fun
Let's
Night.
do a law corner. Yeah, we can do that. I bet we
are in session.
We could be more knowledgeable and successful than this idiot. I mean, look, Field sat in jail for how long? Because his lawyer didn't even ask for bail.
Like I said, this is a man that preyed on women who had lost custody of their kids. And they deliberately targeted these moms. Kirk Pendregrass and Chris Hallett did. And one woman, Neely Blanchard, got so fed up with it, she gunned down Chris Hallett in his own home. So, are you surprised that Kirk Pendregrass didn't learn a lesson from that? That my partner that I was fleecing and scamming and taking advantage of people with was gunned down. Maybe I should stop. I think that's what most rational people, they would say, you know what? I don't want to get a bullet in me. I don't want to be killed. I'm going to quit. I'm going to hang up my hat and I'm going to retire and I'm going to do something normal with my time. But he didn't do that. And now look at him. He's behind bars.
And he could get shanked there. Like, you can't make this stuff up. It's obviously going to be an action-packed summer. So there are 2 other idiots running around. Probably not for long. Holene and Timmy. We're working on that. Trust in that. I've been busy all day.
Mm-hmm. And here's the deal, Alex. Chris Hallett was telling people in his life, in his personal life, that the clients that he was dealing with, these QAnon conspiracy theorists that actually believed in the sovereign citizen crap that they were spewing, him and Kirk, he had told people in his private life that they were crazy. So I'm wondering about Kirk Pendregrass. Do you think that Kirk Pendregrass is a true believer? That he really believes this sovereign citizen nonsense and these conspiracy theories and this QAnon nonsense? Do you think Kirk Pendregrass really believes it? I think he may. Otherwise, he would have quit after his partner was shot.
Yeah, I think he does believe this. I mean, I don't know if you watched this morning's shit show in court, but he was so smug. He thought, and then the clips from the other night, Monday night, when he's talking about how he's going to show the judge and all these warrants and they've never ever done anything. It's like, you people need to like stop tempting fate. Because Daniel screamed that nobody was going to sue him. He got sued. Smirky Kirky is now, they're not going to get me on my warrants. He got plugged today. And these other people. But yet they're saying all of us is who's going to jail in Gitmo. And I'm just sitting here with my packed suitcase and my stunnas and my swimsuit. I'm ready. We're not going anywhere, Levi.
And calling into the show right now is our old friend Ashley. Hey, Ashley, it's been a while since I talked to you. Thanks for coming on. What do you have to say?
I saw this and I laughed so hard. Yes! Oh my God, I'm so glad. I can't wait for this to be that nasty homosexual pedophile Timothy Homestead.
And
I'm
Timothy
so happy he
Homestead
got
is
arrested.
actually in chat right now as Lewis Berry. Hello, perv. TikTok, you're going to be arrested soon as well. You and your
I can't
adulterous
wait.
girlfriend, Randy.
Holene. Her name is Holene.
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 Oh, this just made my day. Like, I've been sick, so I've been like super out of it. I have bacterial pneumonia, so it was really bad, but I'm getting better. But this just made my day. You guys don't understand. Like, can you hear the smile on my face? I was very happy about this. So for all you little parents out there, Melissa Grover, y'all want to say that this man knows his law? Well, clearly, obviously not, because he's now arrested with hopefully a felony. But you guys do realize this man has numerous felonies, including drug possession and basically methamphetamine, if I remember correctly. Like, all these advocates, all these people that are in this group with these people, all have a record.
And everybody, if you want to come on the show, all you have to do is click that StreamYard link in the chat room and you can come on. And Lewis Berry,
pedophile, please come on. Please, you talk
Timothy
all
Homestead
this shit.
is in there. Hit that link.
Please, Timothy.
And you can come on.
Come on,
He's
pussy.
a
Come on
coward.
here. Come on, please. Please,
He
I'm
won't.
begging you to come on.
He's a coward.
Pussy. He is.
So I have some audio that I want to play of Kirk Pendregrass real quick and we can
Oh.
talk about it after
Beautiful.
this. So this is
Yeah.
Kirk
Play
Pendregrass.
play that beautiful bean footage.
Please.
In court.
Please.
Well, that's our show. I don't want to stream that. You already hear us. So this is Kirk Pendregrass, and what is he doing here? Alex set up this audio for us.
It's during Monday night. I don't know if they call that fun night or not, but he is discussing how he's going to show the court, and he has these warrants, and nobody's going to do anything. He was wrong.
Funny, I've been doing this kind of stuff for how many years now, and I still just haven't been arrested or anything for unauthorized practice of law. I just don't get it. Just like I have these 2 fraudulent warrants for my arrest and go into the sheriff's office and they refuse to execute the warrants. I'm 100 feet from the door that takes you into the jail, inside the building. Why won't they execute the warrants? Right? They won't execute the warrants because they know it'll expose the fraud. Exactly.
Well,
That's awesome.
he fafoed.
The person that got exposed as the fraud is you, Kirk.
He fafoed.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what do you think about
We're having
Kirk's
a
arrest?
party. Wait a minute. I'm giving my dogs extra dog biscuits tonight. Come on, Bingo. There you go. There's an extra one. Kirk's in jail.
Hey, Timothy, you want a dog biscuit?
Yeah.
Well,
he should be starting in on his Kool-Aid and bologna sandwich by now.
yeah, well, he is our bitch. I mean,
That is true.
Wow. What I just couldn't believe it. It was just the greatest thing ever. We got to have a party Friday night. Friday night fun night.
I wonder if they have a Mason's manual in the jail library.
Oh, God.
Who's
Or
going
if
to
he
get
has
him out?
email. Well, he's on a no bond. Maybe he's got email and we could send him excerpts from Black's Law Dictionary.
I was just thinking that.
I think Russell J. Gould is working on something for Kirk.
Oh, durr! David Straight to the rescue.
Oh, yeah, they really helped Arlena Willis, didn't they? David Strait and David Jose. Yeah, they really, really helped Arlena Willis in her case.